Drip rate is what we are going to be talking about today. It is the speed at which an intravenous fluid is infused into a patient. It is usually expressed as drops per minute when using a gravity set. Drops per minute written as GTT per minute. GTT standing for gute, which is a Latin word for drop. And secondly, as mil per hour when using an infusion pump. The formula for calculating drip rate is volume in mil times drop factor all over time in minutes, where volume stands for the total amount of fluid to be administered. The unit is in milliliters. Drop factor stands for the number of drops that will make up 1 mil using that given set, and it is expressed in drops per mil. While time stands for the duration for which the fluid will be administered, and it is expressed in minutes. Drop factor is usually indicated on the pack of the given set to be used, but the common drop factors are 15 drops per minute for a blood given set, 20 drops per minute for a fluid giving set, and 60 drops per minute for a solo set. Solo set is usually used in pediatrics and in cases where precision is very important. We'll always take examples. So example, administer 1 liter of normal saline over 8 hours using a fluid giving set. Most times they won't tell you the kind of set to use, but it's normal saline. You cannot be using blood giving sets now. It's fluid giving sets you're going to use. First of all, we're going to convert that 8 hours to minutes. So 8 times 60 will give us 480 minutes. Secondly, we are going to convert 1 liter to milliliters. 1 liter will give us 1000 milliliters. So the volume, 1000 mils, times the drop factor, 20, all over time, 480. That will give us 41.7 drops per minute. You cannot be counting decimal drops, so approximate it to the nearest whole number, so 42 drops. That means that 42 drops is going to go for every minute of the 8 hours for which that 1 liter of normal saline is going to be administered. Second example, administer 50 mils of normal saline under 4 hours using a solo set. First of all, we are going to convert the 4 hours to minutes. 4 times 60 will give 240 minutes. So 50 times 60 all over 240 is going to give 12.5 drops per minute. Once again, you cannot be counting decimal drops per minute. So approximate to the nearest whole number. That's going to give you 13. So 13 drops for every 1 minute of the 4 hours for which that fluid is going to go with the solo set. Final example. Now let's use the blood giving set. Administer 500 mils of blood over 3 hours using a blood giving set. First of all, convert 3 hours to minutes. 3 times 60 is going to give 180. So 500 times 15 all over 180 is going to give 41.7. You can't count drops in decimals, so approximate to the nearest whole number. That's 42. So that blood is going to go for 42 drops per minute for the 3 hours for which that blood is going to run. I hope that was clear for a gravity set. So to calculate the drip rate using an infusion pump, it's pretty easier. The formula is volume in mils all over time in hours. For example, administer 1 liter of normal saline over 8 hours using an infusion pump. First of all, convert that 1 liter to mil, so that's 1000 mil. So 1000 divided by 8 will give 125 mils per hour. So that is how that fluid is going to go using an infusion pump. I hope this helps. If you have any question, leave it in the comment section and I'll be sure to clarify.